Kenny, how did Misfits come about?
Well, oddly, in the middle of a pandemic when theatres haven't got any money, Doug got in touch from the Queen's Theatre at Hornchurch to commission 4 different writers to make a new piece of theatre, which came as a bit of a shock, as obviously at the time, wasn't expecting any theatre work. So then we got together, the 4 of us, which is Guleraana, Sadie, Anne, and me, and initially we just spoke about our relationship to Essex and kind of what that means to us, the different places in Essex we're from, and really the first few times just getting to know each other and kind of getting to know what we think about Essex, and from that we've all written a kind of our response to our relationship to Essex, and in the form of a monologue, but a monologue with lots of other characters because none of us actually listened to instructions, and now we've spliced that into one whole piece of theatre. So yeah, it's kind of a combination of the 4 of our brains, if that makes any sense.
So Anne, what's it about?
Misfits is 4 monologues about 4 with 4 people, 4 Essex people, and they're all going through some kind of dilemma, obstacle at some point in their life. And I should also say that the monologues are all set at different points in time as well. So it means that basically we kind of follow these characters on this journey, on their journeys, but it's amazing that it kind of, there's lots of things that link up together. But yeah, it means that basically it's full of heart, also it's funny, so yeah, it's great. So it's that.
Oh. So Guleraana, why is it called Misfits?
I might be wrong, but I think it comes from a conversation that we had, which was sort of the early stages. The title was called Epic Essex, and I was talking about a specific moment in time where I felt really epic, and I won't spoil it for you guys because it's sort of made its way into the show, but I described like myself and a group of people that I went to school with as a merry band of misfits, and everyone in the Zoom call sort of really identified with that term misfits and the fact that it's an identity in itself. And then I can't remember if that's where we decided that was going to be the new title, or if it was almost after the first drafts where there was an element of misfit in everything that had been written, but it just sort of emerged to the surface as a really great title. So yeah, I'm claiming that one.
So Sadie, why should our audiences come and see it?
It's an amazing mix of very personal things, actually. I think one of the things I find really excited about it is that everyone's really put a lot of themselves into it, and I guess that's the beauty of being asked to do something about your home. And I think there's lots of laughs. I laughed out loud a lot reading everyone else's pieces, and it's full of joy and so many common things that we all share, and yet that are all different. That nostalgia being a massive one. We all seem to have this element of looking back and reflecting on what makes us us. And I think thinking of the Queen's audiences and the joy that Emma and I had making a show for the Queen's audiences last year with Stiletto Beach, I think they're going to get a lot out of it. I think they're going to get real kicks out of the music. I think they're going to get kicks out of the fun and the physicality of it, and the characters, the different stories and cultures all coming together to really portray Essex in a passionate and positive light.
How can you see it, Kenny?
Well, there are actually going to be live performances at the Queen's Theatre, and that's going to be Thursday the 12th to Sunday the 22nd, socially distanced.
Also, people can catch it online, so they can buy a ticket, and then it then means that then they can watch it at home in their pajamas. So there's no excuse, is basically what I'm cutting in saying. There's literally, there is none. I don't want to hear it.